Thank you. I always enjoy playing here. It's a great tournament to come. I think it's a perfect, first clay court tournament. The conditions are a bit different than, most of tournaments on clay, but I think also playing indoors, it's something refreshing because that's the only indoor tournament that I play. Yeah, I always enjoy it because it's just great. The facilities are great. The atmosphere is great. Like, we really are taken care of. So it's always a pleasure to be back.
You just changed your coach from Wim to Francisco Roig. What were the reasons for the change, and why did you choose Francisco?
Well, it's never an easy decision. It's something that I don't make decisions, quickly and changes quickly. So obviously, it was a whole process, but I managed to find the new coach, quickly, and I'm really happy about that because it's the middle of the season, so you need to, reset quickly and start a new process to be ready for next tournaments. So, I honestly was looking for someone who has really good eye and technically is really good in terms of helping player to improve and feel good and feel that also with some exercises you can make some stuff automatic. So obviously it's a process, so I don't expect the changes to come quickly, but I already felt on the court that we have similar point of view and we see things similar way on the court, and that's the most important thing because you need to have the same idea and same vision.
And some fans already talk a little bit about there's a change in your serve. How do you see it, and what did you change? Is this what you focus on with him?
Not really. We focused more on the baseline game, but the serve is something that I've been changing quite a lot in my life, and I gotta say that I didn't really feel comfortable with the last movement that I had. So I was thinking, should I make the change right now in the middle of the season or wait? But honestly, if you feel uncomfortable with something, then you can't really continue. If you're not 100% in your head, committed to it. So I changed the movement to get, my elbow in the back a little bit more bent, which can give me, I think, more speed and more dynamics later on. Obviously now it's a new thing, so it needs some time to get automatic. I still, need to think about the motion a little bit, but it's normal. And if you served one way for months and then you're serving the other way only for 2 weeks, you need to still be patient. But I think it's a positive technical change. I've been hearing about, the elbow being more bent from many, coaches even before. But now I felt like it's time is passing, and it will be good to find a movement that actually gives me that. So yeah.
And last thing obviously has to be Rafa Nadal. Everyone of the tennis fans talk about it. When was the decision to go to Rafa Nadal Academy? And what is his role? What did he teach you, show you?
Actually, the decision was made 2 months ago. I knew that before clay I want to not stay home because we don't have really, perfect facilities for that, and to maybe, use some time already to play outside a little bit. So even before Indian Wells, I made this decision, and I wasn't planning, to maybe practice with Rafa straight away because I thought he's not going to be available, he's going to be busy. But luckily, at some point I asked him and he was up for it. So I was positively surprised, and it was really a privilege to have him on the court. Also, later on I decided to change coaches. So, I had 2 new people on the court, new coach and Rafa. So it was really an inspiring time, and I'm happy that it happened because now, with Francisco, we can continue this thing that we started, and also remember, this inspirational things that Rafa said, and implement that later on.
And there was a video where he showed you his forehand whip. Is this something we're going to see from Iga?
Well, I guess people focused more on what's happened here, but for us it was more about the movement of the legs. So I was working a lot on that, and with Francisco, we are working on the timing. Movement, it's the most important thing that happens before the shot. So I know that people probably looked at this, but we were more about the footwork.
Okay, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.